when I told him you were coming, you know, I put it out there on Twitter, Facebook, and I was like, I need 5 questions for Melanie Fiona. What do you mean no?
I'm scared.
Come on, you a champion. You can handle it.
I can.
You can handle it? You ready?
I can handle anything.
5 questions.
5. Only 5, right? In 5 years, I hope to have at least 2 more albums out. I hope that I've picked up a couple Grammys. I hope that I have been on Oprah before her show ends. I hope that I'm happy and successful in my definition of what that means with my family. My personal life is in a good place. My professional life is in a good place. And I hope that I can say that I've been to every country in the world for my music.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Oprah thing. You really big fan of Oprah?
I am. I'm a big fan of Oprah, and I'm a big fan of what being on Oprah does for your career as well.
That ain't a bad thing, right?
No, that's a
You can go Oprah and be like, you know what, I got these new sneakers, right? And the zipper goes across the back, and it's like the sock goes on the outside, and the next day you can't even keep them in the store.
This is it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely respect the power that she has and the respect that she has for what she's done.
Right.
She's built herself into an empire, and as a woman to another woman, I totally respect that.
Okay.
Yeah. I do not classify myself as neo-soul.
Okay.
So that's what sets me aside from neo-soul artists. I don't really classify myself as any one type of artist.
Right.
I feel like what I do is heavily based in soul music because that's what I grew up listening to. That's like the foundation. That's like my favorite type of music. But I'm very much influenced by different genres of music.
Right.
So, you know, there's pop, there's reggae, there's rock, there's hip hop, there's R&B. So I don't want to say I'm limited to one genre of music, but what I think separates myself from any other artist out there in any genre of music is I think that there's no other artist that does what I do, that has the background that I have, born and raised in Toronto, Canada, of West Indian parents, you know, mixed, and just had a very broad perspective of the world in wanting to make the music that I did. And a lot of people say it was risky, like, you know, like, oh, like, you know, how did you manage to put an album that has so many different sounds together but still make a great album?
Right.
And I felt like if you just keep the integrity of making great music, then it really doesn't matter what the genre is. And that's the point that I wanted to get across to people, is that it's a bridge of everything that's not supposed to make sense. I don't want to be the typical R&B artist. I don't want to be the typical soul artist or pop artist or anything. I just want to be typical of everything that you can expect from an artist. So
you said something in there so it's a bridge of everything that shouldn't be, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. It's like, why can't you have rock and soul on the same records? It's been done before, but why does that mean that I have to have a whole album that's rock and soul?
Right.
I've been influenced by so many different things, and I wanted people to understand the diversity doesn't just come from because I like different types of music. It's because that's really how I was brought up. Multicultural city, you know, growing up with, you know, West Indian parents in a North American society, traveling the world, making an album, being inspired by different people and cultures and different foods and everything. And I realized it was about making an international album. So,
wow.
That's the bridge. Yes.
Who was the crush?
The crush is Common.
Who?
Was Common. Is, however you want to put it.
Uh-huh.
First of all, he's one of my favorite MCs.
Right.
For hip-hop, just in music-wise. And he just got really sexy over the years. It's an undeniable fact.
They started making his clothes fit, though. He got a new stylist.
He got a style. He started acting. He wrote children's books. And I remember the thing that actually solidified the crush was I didn't realize I had one on him until I met him at his birthday party like a few years ago in LA. And he came around to the party. And mind you, I was there as a guest of somebody.
Right.
He came
You wasn't even Melanie Fiona.
I wasn't even, nobody knew who I was.
They was like, this Mel?
This is a girl. She came in. Happy birthday. And he came around to everybody in the party personally, shook everybody's hand, and said, "Hi, I'm Rashid. Thank you for coming." And when I saw that, I was like, "And you're humble?" That solidified the crush. And I was like, okay, you're hot on all levels. Who I am as an artist and who I am as a person are very similar people.
Right.
Like, it's really not about being, you know, above the people more for me than it is of being of the people.
Okay.
And I feel like that's what it is. It's about making music that's relative to people, that people can feel and appreciate. And I just want people to know that I go through the exact same things they go through.
Right.
And I feel like, you know, people in the music industry, celebrities in general, get, you know, they're glorified and they're put on this pedestal that they're not allowed to make mistakes.
Right, they can't wreck their car late at night. They can't have a golf club break their back window. They can't do none of that.
They can't do any of it.
Right.
None of this stuff really happens. They can't crash their car. They can't get into fights in public. They can't do, you know, mind you are a public figure, yeah, and you got to be aware. But I feel like it's just important for people to understand that, you know what, I sing about things that I relate to, that I know people go through, that I have felt, or I know somebody out there goes through. So it's just like, yeah, like I have had a broken heart.
Right.
The fact that my life is the best it's ever been right now for me, I'm still living out of my suitcase. I still make sacrifices. I still have it hard. I still grind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's very much a reality of mine. This is just my path for
Right.
what I'm choosing to do. So I just want people to know that I am just like them. I really am just like them. And I love to eat food, lots of it, and I like to sleep with socks on. My favorite
Wow.
color is purple. I'm a Cancer. These are the things, you know.
See, I love that.
I have a temper.
Right.
I do. I have never used a knife on anybody. But what I love to do is I love to kind of make songs that are in your face. Things that people think about, that can't do, and things that I can't do.
Right.
And, you know, people sometimes are afraid to say it. And I'm just like, a song like Somebody Come Get Me, Before I Kill This Man, is a real situation. Like, I'm West Indian. We have a reputation for being hot-blooded and crazy.
Right.
You know, we have all these crazy things. And so it is the story about, it's like somebody makes you so angry, you just be like, I want to kill him. Just like I'm lost for words and it kills me inside.
He put your purple sock somewhere?
He put my purple socks somewhere. And not only did he put them somewhere, he left them at that woman's house.
Ooh.
Then we have problems. Then it's just like, I could kill this man right now. I'm not going to because I got more of this life to live.
Right.
But, you know, it's really just making in-your-face stories that people appreciate. And that's the thing about these records. Like, the reason why things like Give It To Me Right or Not At All win is because people are like, oh, yeah, like, she really said that. And it kills me so much, I wanna, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm lost for words. People love that. Somebody Can Get Me Before I Kill This Man. Did she really say that? Yeah, she really did. Because everybody feels it.
Right.
And that's it. But no, I'm not literally crazy in that sense.
Right.
Not yet. I haven't been driven there. But I sure have thought about it.
See, I have questions ain't that bad.
When you're in love, you go crazy. You do crazy things.
I don't know, man. Love is kind of crazy.
But we're not in our love.
But that's another show.
We're on another level.
Are we gonna start taking paparazzi pictures soon?
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, I'll tell you what we'll do. You and Tampa, we'll hang out a while. Like, we'll go some places.
Okay.
We'll take some pictures.
All right.
Now, when they come up, like at these places, you know, because you'll be the name though, because I'll be just the guy. It'll be Melanie. You know, it'll be R&B singer, because you're about to be superstar.
Okay.
And then it'll be Melanie Fiona in the mall with unidentified guy. Who is this guy? And then I might be on like one of them pages with that thing in front of my face like this.
With the question mark?
Yeah.
And then you gotta click it to find out who it
Yeah.
is?
But it'll be about you. I'll just be along for the ride at
So
first.
how do you feel about that?
I'm okay. I'm
You're
secure
okay?
with mine.
That's
Because
good.
you know what it'll be? I'll be the guy with you.
Okay.
I'm secure with that.
But how are you gonna feel if you see me in pictures with other guys?
I'm gonna wanna. I love
knew
this
it
girl
was
right
coming.
here, Miss Melanie Fiona. The album is in stores right now. It's called The Bridge, right?
The Bridge.
How many cuts again?
12.
12.
Fantastic, real stories.
And of course, banging them in the head all over the place where it kills me right now. You can catch the video everywhere, the songs all over the radio, and I'm just glad you came back.
I am too. I'm
I
glad
love
to
her.
see you.
Her name is Melanie Fiona. Better get it.
And don't worry about the question mark. This is your man, Ekin. You know who it is. No question marks.
I'm
If
working
you see
on
him,
something right here.
this is who he is.
I'm
Ekin,
working.
the man. He needs his own show. Let's get it done.